guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today we're gonna go over this 2020 Duramax High Country. It's the 3500, so this is a big boy. It's gotten a few goodies done at dealer options, and I want to show you guys exactly what we just did. For starters, it is a Chevy Silverado 3500. It's the High Country edition, as it shows right here, and the badge right there. It's got the 6.6 Duramax engine with the 10-speed Allison transmission. Now, this thing came in completely stock. It's still a big truck from stock, and what we did was put 37s. Now, you may be wondering, how did you manage to do that? What size lift kit did you put on there? With these new trucks, these trucks are so big. These 2020s are so big, the GMCs and Chevrolets, that we just put a 2.5-inch leveling kit. And the leveling kit that we used is, obviously you can't really see it, but the leveling kit that we used is the 2.5-inch max suspension leveling keys. And also with that kit, it comes with the little spacer that drops the differential down a little bit. So I'm going to show you guys the CV axles. There you go. CV axles are still flat because it drops the differential a little bit, and we put the Cognito upper control arms. So typically, for those of you guys that don't know, I work at dealer options, and typically with the 2020s that we get, and people want to put leveling kits, what we do is we put the 2.5-inch max suspension leveling keys. Well, it's the max suspension leveling kit, and with that leveling kit, it comes with the 2.5-inch keys, and it also drops the differential about 1 inch, I believe. And we put the Cognito control arms to give you that better ride, better downward travel as well. So this thing rides like a dream. It still rides just as good as stock, and customer wanted some cab lights. 37s on 9-inch lift, 37s leveling kit. These 2020s are ridiculous. So we put some smoked out cab lights. And with these trucks, after you put a leveling kit and 37s, it really sits just as high as like a 4-inch lift, like a 4 to 5-inch lift on like previous generation Duramaxes. So what this customer wanted was some amp steps. There you go. So you can't really see that there are running boards unless you open up the door. And the cool thing about these new 2020s is that previous generations, you have a diff tank right here. So with the previous generation, I'll put a picture right here to show you guys what they look like, but it doesn't really hide the steps very well because the diff tank is right here and it kind of sits against it. But with these newer, with the 2020s, they changed the placement of the diff tank. Now you can actually use the 1500 steps on these from the factory without like really deleting the diff tank, and it tucks in very well. Now, next thing is there you go. So this is a Chevrolet, so it doesn't have the multi-pro tailgate, which some people like it, some people don't. Customer is going to be pulling all out with this truck, so it's got a gooseneck. But one of the coolest part is the Retrax bed cover. Retrax comes with a lifetime warranty, so if anything happens, you're covered. There you go. I'm not gonna slide it all the way because after you get it installed, you want to just let it kind of sit for about 24 hours and try not to use it. The cool thing about Retrax is that it does have lifetime warranty. This is a Retrax MX Pro, so anything happens, you're covered. And I really like this cover because you can store your valuables in there, and no one's really going to get into the bed of your truck unless they really want to. So it does have a lock right here, so you can lock it so people can't just slide it and steal whatever they want to steal from your truck. And this tailgate locks with the lock button from your keys. So I mean, you can store your stuff in there. I mean, it's perfect for like traveling. It's perfect for storing like your work equipment. Me personally, like I don't own like a construction company or anything like that, but if I'm traveling, I could put my luggage in the bed of the truck and know for a fact that, you know, no one's gonna steal it unless if they really want to. Then yes, they could, but they're gonna look suspicious while they're doing it because it's gonna take a lot of work for them to get into the bed of the truck. So hopefully by then someone calls the cops. But that is really it for this truck. This truck is stout. I mean, previous generation Duramaxes, you couldn't put 37s on. Not too long ago, so this is a 2020. We did a 2019 GMC Duramax, put a 4.5-inch BDS, and then that allowed us to put some 37s. But this, my gosh, these trucks are just so big from the factory that you could put 37s with 2.5-inch leveling kit. If you're wondering the tire, it is the Toyo RT 37 by 1250. If you go with the empties, because the knob is so aggressive, you will rub on the control arm at full lock. We found that Toyo RTs are probably the safest setup to run without the knob hitting the control arms. But yep. Honestly, I really love the LED shape on the Chevrolets. So for those of you guys who have been part of this channel, if you guys have been following me on this channel for the longest time, you guys know that I'm a GMC guy. I've owned 4 GMCs and like no Chevys. It's just my personal preference. I've always liked GMC front end better than Chevys. And when the 2020s came out, I mean, obviously of course, naturally I like the GMCs more, but the more I look at the Chevys, especially the high countries, I'm starting to like really like them. So eventually down the line, maybe like in 2 to 3 years, I do want to buy a 2021 or 2022, whatever, but I may be getting a Chevy just because I really like that front end more. I really like the LEDs on the headlights, so I may be getting 2021 Chevrolet high country. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this truck. I mean, it is stout. I know when these trucks came out, it was very controversial. People did not like them at all. Most people still don't like them, but just look at that front end. I'm gonna show y'all the front end. Tell me that doesn't look good. I mean, obviously some people aren't gonna like them still, but that's actually a really good front end. The fact that I think the high country ones look really good. The base models, I still don't like them. I still don't like the ones that say that has a Chevrolet up front, but I think the high country in this color black with chrome, I think it looks killer. And yes, I think the mirrors are still a little bit ugly, but these are very functional. Look at it. Look at these M steps. What I mean by functional is on my truck, you would see a bar right there and it would block basically 50% of your visibility. But now, I mean, now it creates a lot more visibility, a lot more functional. I think the mirrors are bigger too. So Overall, GM did it so that way be more functional and better for the user. Yes, I think they should still work on the cosmetic part of it because it is kind of ugly. So hopefully they can retain this visibility but come up with a better design, maybe in the 2021s or the 2022s maybe, because you guys know how GM is. They always come out with the first generation new body style, and then like halfway through or the next year they make minor adjustments. Just like the 2015 Duramaxes, they still came with the old school tow mirrors, but the 2015 and a half came with the new style tow mirrors. So yeah, I think I'm speculating that they may change the design in 2021 or 2020 and a half. I don't know. But even though the arm is a little awkward, when you color match it, it looks really good. Or doesn't really look really good, but it doesn't look as bad. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hope it was pretty educational and pretty new, because you don't see too many 2020s out there, especially kind of modded up. So leave a comment below what you guys thought of this truck. Let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see next. If this is your first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because I have 2 Duramax builds that I have going on my channel. I have a 2011 LML Duramax and a 2005 LOI Duramax that I just acquired. So I hope to see you guys next time. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Let's get it to 250 likes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
You don't know what to say.